Present here greeting. Let me introduce myself, Mariam Jhanjhi, and here are my partners Mehnaz Jhanjhi and Sahar. We are supporting the point that punishment and scolding necessary for children. Uh, Punishment is like a vitamin in our life. We take it in very little quantity, but it plays a vital role in functioning our body. And like a punishment, it plays a vital role in our life and in our career. So basically punishment is the only by which children know that what is good and what is evil, and they also know that after doing a crime we will be punished, so they have a fear and they don't do the courage to doing any crime in their life. So okay, Mr. Aish.
So these things create fear and make a child anxious. So you're absolutely right that when a child, he or she gets depressed or gets he is afraid that what is going to happen with him when he has not done a work. So we are supporting that these things, scolding, punishment, they are not good for any child. So as you know that when we beat a child, he becomes anxious and depressed, and it creates a misunderstanding and a gap between the children and parents relationship. So that we are not living in the past centuries when the children were used to get beaten every day, and when they do not complete their work so they get to beat. So we have to change our mindset and we have to think out of the box. So this is the new world and we have to make it a good place, a better place for our children to live. So there is a quotation or saying that as you sow shall you reap. So this is the thing.
I want to continue, Mr. Ash. That's our means our parents hits in our daily life, so we our confidence is low in the means of school, in the tuition centers, in the academy. So I think the punishment is not necessary for the children to improve their mistakes, and more they do mistake for first time. We have to advise him that do not do this.
So I want to tell you, Mr. Musib, that punishment is in balance. You have to give punish to a child in balance. And now I want to tell you that you are punished or not by your parents.
Yeah, I have punished, but my father and my
Now,
mother say me.
please give me answer. Now, your confidence is low or high?
Yes, sir, my confidence is high.
Oh, you are punished or your confidence is high. That's great, your point.
Yeah. So
Let me complete my point. And Mr. Aaish, you are saying that giving punishment to their child is not necessary. I want to tell you that punishment is not necessary. So why, when child do crimes, he is sent to correction houses where they are punished psychologically to bring them on a right path. Why? Because it is necessary. Punishment is necessary for child.
I don't think so. They get punished when they are sent to some places like that. They are just given the task to done, and they are mentally and physically they are treated well. They are not beaten or anything else does not happen with them. So this is a thing. They give them task. They make them mentally and physically stable. They are not doing the exact things which the parents are doing with them
Stable. They make them stable.
by not beating them, by orally and verbally telling them. So this is the thing. What I am saying. As you sow, shall you reap.
Verbally telling is a psychological punishment.
I continue the point of Mr. Aish. If your parents will beat you, your relationship between your parents is so low, and when a children so weak, and when a person is beaten by the parents, and he encouraging to lying and hiding behavior, children may learn to be or hide their behavior, and they avoid from scolding and punishment, which can lead to lack of honesty, and can make a big distance
I have
between.
to continue. That Mr. Asim, I am continuing from Mr. Asim point, that Mr. Asim is saying is right, that our parents sit, so we do not tell our school matters and tuition matters to our parents, and we hit the bike on the road and to the car, so we cannot tell the our parents.
You again do it.
No, we cannot do it. We have the thought that our parents hate us.
That punishment is not necessary, but punishment is also necessary for a child, because if he is not punished by their parents, so he do many wrong works in his or her life, and he never think about wrong or right. If when he's a small boy and their parents say do not do that and punish him, if he is not punished by their parents in small age, so he become maybe he become criminal or the robber. And parents also, let me complete my sentence. So he also can which parents give the punishment those children who learn a lesson from this punishment, and this lesson they will always remember and they never forget and they never do any wrong work. So I want to give answer to you, Mr. Musib, that you are saying I hit the bike and I didn't dare to told my father. I want to tell you, if you dare to told your father and your father punished, did you dare to again do it? Will you dare to do again that mistake? No, you will not, because you are punished. You are psychologically punished or you are physically punished.
Give me 1 minute, Mike. That I'm not saying I am.
Sir, it's a nature of human that human never realize their mistake by themselves, and others one realize then their mistake by punishing. Like if we do mistake in early age, then how he can differentiate between that this is good or bad. It means our parents supporting us in our wrong works. Or
So you all have adopted the same thing from your parents, as you were beating your brothers and sisters. So you are going to do the same exact thing with your upcoming children. So this is not the thing. We are living in 2000 and it is 21st century, and we are Gen Z. So we must bring a change into this new world. So as you are all saying that those children who are not beaten, they always become robbers and they always do crimes. So this is not the reality. What about those families, the royal families? They do not even touch their children, and yet they become some great king, some great prince. So what are the reasons? So they are treated.
I have to continue. Miss Sir, I am not telling my thing that I fell from the bike. It's I am giving you example that a person who fell from the bike, who biker come from the back and he hit the bike, and he did not tell his parents, because he have thought that our parents did not thought about my mistake, and the who hit me bike not his mistake. That's why I am saying that punishment is.
Continue the point. So punishment is very necessary for every child, because punishment in school is not necessary for every children. So punishment in school then can have negatively effect on the children, and negatively effective and disciplinary tools in some situation. There is several reasons that determine tools in some situations. Do you have some reasons that some death cases of the children, they become die due to the heavy punishment?
So I am continue from Mr. Asim point that in 2005 in Malaysia, a boy of 5 years, he was get the food from the kitchen and he was killed by his father. He killed by the belt of his father. So it is not a means reason for killing a person, a boy of 5 years, newborn baby, means it's only 5 years baby.
I want to give an I want to give you answer, Mr. Aaish, that you are saying that we are in 21st century, and that is why in that time parents didn't touch their children. That is why the crime rate is at the top of ranking. That is why, according to UN, 1 billion children are experienced to physical or sexual crimes. Because can you imagine that when these 1 billion child grow up, what will be the crime rank? That first century experience. First, I want to tell you that today if we punish the children, then in future they will never punished by the society, and they have ability to face the society because they are stable.
So I have to continue. That they are means terrorists and crime, sexual or many other crimes. That and because their parents are also do the crime. And they thief the bike. My bike is thieved by a robber who his age was 50 years.
Okay, Mr. Musab. So I would like to answer you, Mariam, that you told us that those children and they are getting beaten and these kind of stuff, and you were telling me that those children who are not beaten, they will grow up and they will not be beaten by the society when they grow up. So this is not the thing. Now, as you sow shall you reap. What about the children they are going to have? So when you treat a child arrogantly, aggressively, when you are beating him, the same things he will do with his own children. They are not going to get beaten. When you told a child to be, when you told him verbally and orally. So this is the key. We must tell our children orally and verbally, so that they can become a better version of their self, by not beating them, by not treating them, by not torturing them, by not depressing them in any way, physical or mentally. So this is the thing I would like to tell you.
Okay, so I want to tell you that some children who do not punished by the parents, and after that in the society they don't suffer and they commit suicide. Those people who are already treated by the parents and they punish little bit, not like a torture, or don't frustrate in a frustration, or not in a anger, but just little bit punishment is necessary for all children. I just say that point. I'm not saying that you torture again and again the children and hit them. Just for a diet or as a vitamin is necessary, and then punishment is also necessary.
So I don't think so that you have just made some measurements that when this happens you have to give him this punishment, and when this happens you have to give him that type of punishment. So what you are saying is going above my head, and against you there should be an alien who can understand your beyond level psyche. So I am telling you that these things are not good for a child. So when they grow up they will be exactly the same version of you. So let me tell you some things, some evil sides, some negative effects which happens when a child is gets beaten. So a child misbehaves, he or she hides the thing from his parent. Now what happens that if I fall from bike, and these things, when my father or anyone beats me for this thing, particular thing, so again I'm not going to tell them this thing or that thing happens, because of the fear. And
Give me my. I ask a question that your parents are not punish you. They never punish you. They also when you are small boy, then they punish you. So continue, Miss Mehnaz, that we are living in society which is crime society, and day by day also a child is a part of this society. That is why day by day he is becoming a criminal. That is why punishing child is very necessary. Otherwise he will become crime, or he will do crime.
That I had a person who not means first he do the crime, so we have to try to say him do not do this, and second time also, third time he stop the crime. It's not necessary to the hit. When he is 14 years above, he can understand the thought.
Simply give me mic. If by saying you stop the crime, that's it's over. If you are not, so punishment is necessary. Otherwise, you will dare to do it again.
so, as you were saying that in this century the crimes and these punishment they should be given. So, but you do not even know, you cannot even have a single glance of what used to happen in the previous centuries. In the 60s, 70s, people, children and women, they were used to get killed on the daily basis. So I don't think so punishment and scolding are the key, are the thing which can stop these kind of things, because salvation and genocide were very popular in those back days. So we must put a stop on these things.
That's in our country there our parents hate us, and in other country like USA, UAE, in these countries our parents hate us, so the police has been arrive and arrest our parents or give the